What's going on, everyone? My name is Tim and this is the Warehouse Series. So before we get to today's topic, I want to take a look at this picture right here. I got this picture off of our Discord. Somebody uploaded this from their warehouse, and thankfully I inquired and nobody was hurt in this situation right here. You got one forklift that got their forks all the way up making a move and another one hit them. I don't know how this happens, simply just not paying attention. You got to have your head on a swivel in a warehouse, guys. I say all the time, I cannot believe that the minor accidents that we have is all we have. Thankfully, because the way people operate equipment in our warehouse is just ridiculous. These are 15,000 pounds of metal. You do not want to hit somebody. You do not want to pinch your foot or anything to that nature. It could cause some serious injury. Head on a swivel, pay attention. And I just want to throw this up because I think it's important anytime that we have an incident like this that we need to put it up, because just to let you know that it can happen. So today's topic, I want to talk about how important it is to make sure that you're bringing your cases all the way to the outside perimeter of that pallet, because it helps you build a nice square pallet. So first, we're going to take a look at two pallets that are built properly. The first one is mine. And as you can see along the bottom of that pallet, everything is brought to the outside perimeter and the whole way up. There is nothing that, every now and then when I get towards the top of my pallet, I might tuck a case in because maybe I have too much of a column stack and I'm trying to tie it in at the top. But when you're at the top of your pallet, it doesn't matter that much, as you can see with that, what's that, Crispix or whatever that is. But that's fine. Towards the top of your pallet, you can push it in a little bit, but everything else is out to the outside perimeter of that pallet to keep it nice and square. Same with this produce pallet right here. If you build in produce with open boxes, open top boxes, is a good pallet to look at. But once again, everything to the outside perimeter of that pallet. And in the result, they got a nice square pallet. Now we're going to take a look at some people that did not do this. All right, guys, so in this picture right here, some of these pictures might be a little repetitive. You've seen them on different videos, but that's fine. They're pictures that I have that I thought would be really good for this video. This one right here, first we're going to look at that bucket down there. The bucket is hanging off the side of the pallet. No reason for that. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't need to be put there. And we got cases, even though it's only a little bit, these Arm & Hammer baking sodas on the back of the pallet, they are hanging off the back of the pallet. And as you can see, there's a gap between the bucket and the box, so there's no need for that to be hanging off the back. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things that help you build better pallets. And then you can go right up this pallet. You got all the dog foods that are stepping in, and then they lose their whole corner because they started not paying attention to bringing cases to the outside of the pallet. So this is the first picture I want to show you, just a prime example of that you are not going to get a solid pallet whenever you do not bring cases to the outside, all the way to the outside perimeter of that pallet. Here's another picture right here where, I had this on the picture on cases on their sides, way too low for this bounty to be on their sides. I'll throw that in there. But look, it's not even to the outside perimeter of that pallet. We need to bring that case to the outside. You want to lay this on its side, that's one thing, but you need to bring it to the outside so you're utilizing the whole pallet. And then on the other side, no need for it. So obviously this person just doesn't care where they put their cases at. This case is hanging off the side of the pallet probably like a good, I don't know, what, 6-7 inches? And there's a gap next to it, so there's no need. And it's possible that they put this case down and then it slid off whenever they were driving. You need to pay attention to that. I tell my trainees all the time whenever I'm training them that whenever you're driving with your pallet, it happens to me, it happens to everybody. If you're traveling a long distance, it's more than likely you need to go check your product just to make sure nothing is rocking off, because it will do that. So I have a feeling that's what that case did, but it's just a matter of pushing that case back in. It's possible they might have seen that later on and did it, but I don't know, because they have their paper towel on top of it. So to me, they seen it and didn't care. The next one I want to show you, once again, repetitive pictures, but the back corner of this pallet, we're hanging off way too much. If it doesn't fit, don't put it there. We need to stay in the perimeter of the pallet. So now with that being said, we got pallets that I showed you with being all the way to the outside of the perimeter to make a nice solid product. And then I'm showing you pictures of, what happens when you don't. Whenever you go over the perimeter or stay inside the perimeter, that you build lousy pallets. But what happens if you have this? Now, this is why I like having Discord, because you get to see product from all different parts of the warehousing out there. You get to see produce, dairy, dry goods, You know, I don't even know what this stuff is, probably like a PetSmart or something to that nature, just some type of different type of box store. But they built this perfectly. So if you work in a warehouse like this, now you want to try to center your stuff. And this does happen in dry goods whenever you get shippers. You know, you want to just try to utilize the shippers and everything the best as possible. Try to take up the pallet as much as possible. But when you can't, you want to center the case like they did here. I mean, they build this perfectly. I mean, honestly, both pallets were like this. You can't really see the front one, but both pallets were like this. And I really appreciate this picture because it just shows that not everything that I teach on this channel is relevant to all warehousing, as an example right here. Now, what happens if we tried to do this in the dairy? That's what it would look like right there. So if you try to build like this in the dairy, you're going to get this result right here. Just not working. This is not working out. I don't care if you're brand new in the warehouse. This is just a who cares type of attitude, in my opinion. This is not just throwing I mean, there's cases on their side and everything. This is literally just throwing boxes on and seeing where they land. But I know. Let's try. Wonder if we use slip sheets. Wonder then if we could stack like that. Nah, still didn't work out. I thought maybe the slip sheets would make it better, but no, this is just... Guys, bring the cases to the outside perimeter of the warehouse. As you can see, the way that first pallet was is not going to work in the dairy. So let's try not to build like this. Guys, I just want to give you a couple examples, you know, of bringing to the perimeter. And thank you for that person that sent that other picture showing that if you got that type of product with like bigger boxes and shippers that you need to stack in the middle of the pallet. And those last two pictures I showed you, I mean, come on, it's just insane. That's why I don't like slip sheets, you know, because people use them and they give way too much trust in them. They act like a slip sheet is just going to make that pallet so sturdy that it's not going to go anywhere. And that last picture I showed you is a prime example of that. You know, people just rely way too much on those slip sheets that it's just going to hold that product together with no problem. Doesn't matter what I do. I could throw those cases wherever I want because I have a slip sheet down. So obviously a little drastic with those last two pictures because they were really, really bad. But just to give it an example that people do build like that. You know, people do build like that. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Discord, always in the description below. You want to click that link, come on over to Discord. You could send me your pictures over there and I could do a video based on you alone. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time.